It's been a beautiful Saturday. To those of us that's been hang on now because the good part has started. Anytime you got a company spending money on retargeting on Facebook and social media, and they're paying it for us. All you gotta do is put a little sweat equity and put your links out there. Get people to click on them. That's a beautiful thing. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Starting to rain a little bit where I am. It's been nice taking off this weekend. Did you guys pick up some things? Yes, yes. He went into a lot of detail. Of course, we wouldn't do that on a
I
typical.
was at work today, and so I could just I had it in my ear, but every time somebody come up and try to talk to me, and I had to have my phone down so nobody realized that I was trying to listen. But trust me, and I did see that he had it recorded, so I want to try to go back and listen at the recording when I can
Yeah,
actually
what the
participate.
recordings are for, they're going to be put into the back office, into the app for training, for areas of training, so that people can go through that and learn that part. Actually, what he gave is in training, the average person would get lost in the training because it's so much. You got to click through it a few times. But the first part of how to set up and be started like right now and get going, that was beautiful. That was perfect. I mean, just right to the point. Boom, boom, boom. Because that's the biggest thing is that people won't get set up. That's your main thing is get them using the service. They'll learn some of the other things to get them actually set up where their voicemail is answering. And it comes pre-set up. You just got to change the message and make a couple of clicks and you're up and going. And a lot of people won't take the time to learn that part. That's the hardest thing. Yep, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And so that's why I think is the people that I set up, all of them, I make sure I set them up so they can start at least seeing what it's like to use the service. And the ones that start using it, they get addicted to that secretary. I love I love the new voices and new languages back there. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's again separating us from everybody else. Everybody doesn't do that. I mean, they come up with new languages, and I'm kind of pick Joanne as my favorite, so the English voice. But it's just kind of nice. Okay, okay, all right. You tell me when you're ready to get started, Joel and John. We're going to walk you through the process and let you kind of see a little bit about Vox Direct and what we're all about. And Joel, you tell me when you're ready. We'll kind of wrap in and okay, good. Uh, John, I want to say thank you for being here. My name is Timothy Williams, along with Joel and the others, and they're just kind of Johnny come lately and give you their expertise. I'm going to give you the basics of how Vox Direct works. Yes, there's money involved, but we want to show you how the system works. Joel may jump in and kind of navigate um, for you a little bit, but let me kind of jump in here and show you my screen, okay? Let me get started. Please yell if you get stumped. I don't want to move too fast. I want to make sure that you can see what it is that we're doing. And Joel, feel free to jump in there anytime you like, sir. And let me kind of get started. Okay. I'm going to go to the actual login so we can start from scratch. so that we can actually start from the very beginning. Let's go to manage Vox Direct. What Vox Direct does is a great voice 800 system, and a text marketing. And I don't think people really get it, but it's the first of its kind that combines a two for one. You get the voice, the 800 number, the virtual assistant, plus the text marketing, which allows a person to stay in contact with their business, their family, and spread the word to other people. And I think it's really an awesome deal. So this is how the platform works on our browser or computer. You just log in here. And when we log in, I have the premier plan. We have three of them, 39, 89, and 139. I'm on that top plan, but it doesn't matter. One of the plans comes, all the plans come with an 800 number, and the 39, you can pick one. The middle plan, you can pick two, and the premium, you can pick three numbers plus 800. That's why I have four numbers. The texting number is a catch all. This is the 844-214-5576. That number can be called, can be send a text to it, and a person can text a keyword, which if a person texts the word, and you can check it out in a minute, it will opt you into a list. You can have as many lists as you want, and you'll see that in a minute, but you can track lists as you go. You can manage the phone numbers, as in where it goes, how long it rings, just by touching manage phone numbers. It's just very simple. It gives you the choice of how long you ring the numbers, where do you want the numbers to go, do you want it to attach to a voicemail. Then we have extensions. An extension is in your system, you can see I have two. They name them for you 101, 102. But these extensions on the top plan, I have unlimited extensions. I can have 10, 20, or 30. And when you call my main number, this number up top, one of these numbers, I can dial extension and go right to the person. And this person has the option to have their own voicemail or ties right into the system. The extensions are very, very cool. What separates this is with our competition, the other top three, the voice side, like a Ring Central, we compare to them because we do not charge you per user nor per extension. They charge you for both per extension that you get extra beyond the price and per user using the system. For instance, they'll charge you like 40, 50 bucks for one user. If you have 10 users, there's 500 bucks right there, 49 bucks. Then you might have several people with 5, 10 extensions. There's going to be some more money for that. So no a la carte. We don't do that to you. When we put you on our premium plan, we give full access to the system, which makes it very cool. And then thirdly, on this side is the virtual extension. You can see what mine says. Thank you for calling. And I can text, but it will be translated into speech. And you have these are what I call extensions that come with the service. Press one, press two. These are the same extensions of 101. So instead of pressing 101, I can press one and go right to me. I can press two instead of pressing 102 and go straight to Tim. And we can do that up to one, two, three, I say about 9 times. Two of these are preset by the service, number 9, number star. Everything else you can program yourself. And we show you how to do that. So to manage, let me show you how that looks. I have unlimited virtual extensions. Again, my competition will charge you per virtual extension. Press one for English, one for Spanish. These virtual extensions will do two different things. So I have a business number. Let me see what that one looks like. That's what I call this extension. And then you can see what that looks like. There it is. And I can listen to it. And one of the beautiful things about it is that we just added this a week or so ago. You can change English, Spanish, Chinese, Russian. and they'll actually speak those languages, whatever you type here. That is like way cool. I don't know when they added it, but I think it's a really super cool. I don't know of anybody else that does that. But if a person wants to change the names, or if you like Sally better than Joanne, you're more than happy to change it. So this is the hardest part right here. And we make sure you're set up. And once you get going, save and you go. Okay. Now let me go back. Any questions right there, John or Miss Kim? Is Kim on the phone yet? Any questions? You guys want to add anything else there?
No,
Okay.
you get it.
Okay. I want to make sure that's nice and clear for you. Okay. So pretty close. But when you see all these virtual extensions, you can do a lot of different things. And now that I know what I have, it makes my cell phone so much more proficient, because they've done a case study that the average cell phone loses about this disconnectivity about 20-25% of the time. That means your phone's ringing, you don't even know it. And if your voicemail is full, you can't receive messages and you don't even know it. This system, they call your number, she's going to pick up regardless of what your cell phone is going. And they'll send the messages to you on our app. Let me show you that real quick. The app looks like this. It says Vox Direct. It's a 1, 2, 3, fourth down from the top in the second row. And this is what the app looked like. Pretty soon, the app will allow you to access even from the browser. They're adding that in as well. So you can see, you can look at the activity of the phone calls. You can look at the voicemails you may have missed. And in red, you didn't catch them at all. So you touch a button, you read it, you don't even have to call it and listen to it. So this is why we say people don't miss or have to listen to messages. You just scroll down. And if you remember a message you missed, just read it and you're on your way. And if you need to hear the voice inflections, you can play it as well. We can record, we can accept recordings of the call. Of course, it announces to both sides to let you know the call is being recorded. And of course, people have to say, okay. And I love this part because I don't check voicemails anymore. And then when you come back, you can see what's recorded calls, look at all the calls, and then here's your messages. When we send a text blast, whether it's to 10 people, 1,000, or 10,000, everyone gets an individual text. And when they respond, it's also responded back one-on-one. It's just between you and them. And you can respond back. Once that correspondence happens, the texting becomes free between user to user. It's just you pay for a text blast on the way out. And I believe shortly before this month is over, we're going to be having, what do they call it? Autoresponders. We have an automatic responder that goes out from the company, but we're going to have responders that we can program and send them to a certain link if we want to. That's going to be a beautiful thing when people opt in to your texting message. So let me go back. So if you have any questions about that, I'll pause. That was the app. And up at the top where it says voice and messaging, you can hit the little arrow to change it to text messaging like that. And when you touch that little button, this is where you begin to see the texting list. Now, there's your 800 number again. That number, if you wanted to see how it works, you can press the word demo by texting this number to see what it does. It's going to send you an automatic message within 15 seconds. Go ahead. Did you have a question?
No.
Okay. So you see that 844? See the 844? And then by seeing what it does, these are the lists that you can build. And each word is what we call a subscribers list or keyword. It keys the system to opt you in. Join is a keyword. Info, tab, demo, V12, whatever you put in there. I make sure that the shorter, the better. I don't put words like streamline or something you want to run together, because people will inherently um, disconnect compound words because it's just the mind tells you to. like Trade Line or something like that that goes together. You can run them together, but if you split the words in the keyword, it'll come through as a normal text. Because as you can see, anything or family time, you can't put family and time. You might put it here, but if they split the words, it'll come to you as family time and not opting into that list. That's a caveat I want to tell people. So the shorter, the better for when you tell people to, hey, call 844, blah, 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 to no, text the name Williams to this phone number, and that'll opt them in. If you put anything else, like try to put Tim Williams, then it's going to go to me as a normal text. It's going to send Tim Williams, all right? So how you change the subscribers list, the pressing the orange will send a message. Pressing the blue will allow you to change or set something up. Let me just see what it looks like. To add a subscribers list, the credits that you use, it tells you kind of what you've used. And then these are what we call texts that have been sent. I've sent out texts and you can see them. It lets you see things. You can copy and paste your messages and reuse them. And we have what you call templates, all kinds of templates that you can use as well. I don't use templates very often because I pretty much know what I want to see before I send it. And so what I want to do is I always go to add a subscribers list. I go to add and I go here. To add a subscribers list, you may have something called sale or French fries or whatever. You tell the name of the company or organization that you want to have a list of, put the keyword here, click add subscriber, bam, it's done. Just that fast. That's all you have to do, okay? And so it gives you total control. And one other thing is that when you get ready to send a message, I'm gonna press the blue button right now. I'm pressing the blue. The blue button allows me to edit. You can see how I can edit my keyword, what I want to say. I can add a number by copying and paste or taking an CSV file, copy and pasting. Caveat, make sure you don't put names or numbers in the system that don't know you. It's a good way to get flagged and get your account shut down because spamming is an absolute no-no. So if I put a bunch of my family members here, I'm pretty sure all of them know my name. So whenever I send a message out, I put in the title, Tim Williams, so they know it's from me. And then I send the message. But if your people don't recognize your business or your name, I personally would not put them here. I would let them all opt in. You can grow a list very, very big. You can stay in touch with your clients, remind them, updates, all kinds of things. Once you start using it, it'll be second to none. So that's pretty much it. You can see the last 10 or so people that you've added. You'll be able to look. It shows you. This is all on my cell phone. Okay. Joel, anybody else got something to add? John, you got any questions?
No, so that you don't just go popping people in. You want to add them through having them opt into it.
Yes,
through
sir.
like, so I text something to them and have them opt in, or I send
Yes.
them.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Unless we're talking, hey Ken, do you mind me putting you on this list for my demo? Sure, Tim. What's your phone number? And I'll put it in for you. You follow me? If we're good friends and you know me. If I recommend to everybody, Ken, as an emergency, to put your family in here. If they got cell phones and something happens or an event happens, the whole family gets it instantly. That's a beautiful thing. The whole family gets that message. So I tell people, organizations at churches, you normally have at least 5 to 10 different organizations with 5 to 20 people in each or more. It's hard to call all these people. People don't like to answer cell phones. They just don't. But the beauty is, not only can you get this system John, you can get the system for free if you refer 5 people to the system
Right.
on the
That's
same account.
right.
That's beautiful. And it's
Yeah.
residual. It's one of the few systems like this that I've seen have the voice side and the texting combined. I haven't seen any other that gives you the full control, autonomy to run your own business. And this definitely enhances your business. Once you use it, you'll never go back. I mean, I just couldn't imagine. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, it is. And the more people you have on it, 99% of the time, they're going to see that text. Now, can you build from that list an email list as well? Absolutely. Just send them a form from another page, and we have those two that you put the name, the number, the cell phone, and now you in their email. Now you can send them an email when it's less important. But if it's important stuff like, hey, we can't meet today at 12, it's been canceled to tomorrow or whatever, man, nothing beats text messaging. Nothing. And people will answer or respond to a text way faster than they will ever anything else. That's the beauty of our system.
Yeah. No, the phone calls, getting people to pick up the phone anymore. If you
Oh
don't
my
call
God.
2 or 3 times, I got to call 3 times to get anyone to pick up. So
It's horrible.
yeah.
It's horrible because they're so used to, a lot of people got bill collectors calling.
Yeah.
Bill collectors don't send text.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they can't.
At 9:00 in the morning here, I get about between 6 and 10 phone calls every morning, and it's all these the
Robo
app
dollars.
support and the robo scammers, and I'm like,
Well, the beautiful part about this, the robo people, when they call the number or it's forwarded to us, they can't get through you because they got to press 1 to get to you. Press this, press that. So the robo things don't even get through at all.
Oh, okay.
You follow me? So that problem is just wiped out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I mean, that's what like all my clients. I work mostly Medicare, senior insurance, and I'll be in somebody's house at 9:00 in the morning, and my phone starts going off, and their phone's going off, and it's everything from we're Apple support. You're not Apple support.
Exactly.
And it's just a drag for everyone. Yeah.
I get the same thing. People lying and saying they're part of Social Security. Social Security ain't gonna call me. Really?
Yeah. I call
and then they turn around.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and ask you for your number. Like, you think I'm a dork? No.
Yeah.
So they do this. This cuts out majority of that. Now, if your phone is still ringing, I get it to a point where my cell phone, I leave a message for people calling my cell phone to call my 800 number because I don't even pick up my cell phone at all. If you know me, I give you a number. You should have my number that I tell you to call. I don't even pick up phone anymore because I've conditioned all my people to call so I can screen you. I know who you are because I got tired of playing games on the phone. I mean, I have very low tolerance for answering all these crazy calls. And and then the voicemail thing, if you were like me, my voicemail fills up 2-3 times a day. And then when you stop to answer them, you got to go through 5 messages to get to the message you want. So that takes 10 minutes each episode. And so that doesn't happen anymore with the app. I can scroll through to the message I want, click it, read it, or listen to it, and then make the phone call and make it really nice. So you have a really good system that will send you out a text and an email. Okay. And just
Hey,
as a
Tim,
little bit, yes, go ahead.
this is Kenneth Cooper. How are you?
Hello, Kenneth Cooper. Which Kenneth Cooper?
Well, Toby introduced us. I talked to you last week.
Yes, hi Kenneth.
I'm
How
the
are you, sir?
massage practitioner. I'm good.
Okay. Yes.
He told me you were having a training or meeting, and so I chimed in.
Thank you. Do you have any specific questions that I can show you or answer for you?
No, because everybody else is asking them, and you're answering.
That's the idea of it, is to give you a
Hey,
real good idea
I'm a good
of,
listener.
playing around. Beautiful about this, I'm at 39.89, and the way you make your choice on the system, if you know that you're going to have a list and you're going to send out more than 2,000 messages a month, you need to be on the premium program. And if you're going to do less than 1,000, you're on the middle. And then if you're just getting it just to have a voice assistant, and you want to manage all of your calls, the 250 will work for now until you build your list up, until you start sending out more and more messages. Another differentiator between us is the fact that we allow outgoing messages 470 characters, which is 3 times the amount of the average of 160. So that means
per call?
That's per text. Calls are unlimited.
Per text, yeah.
Per outgoing test for a blast. Now, if you and I are texting one-on-one, those are unlimited. Or me and John, that's unlimited. But if I'm sending out to John and Joel at the same time, that's a text blast. You follow me? So some of those you can do on your cell phone. When you start getting into numbers of 20 or more, and that kind of thing, that's when you go to the list and you hit it, boom, it goes out and it hits your clients right where they need to be, and they pretty much go out simultaneously at the same time. And it makes it really, really nice. Everybody gets their own message, no single thread, which people hate those apps that do that. And it makes it very, very, very easy. If I tell everybody on the call, remember one thing. If you decide to be a consultant, there are other monies on the table, and you get paid 40% for every referral that you send. So you send 3 to 5 referrals, your system is paid for. If you keep 5 on the books, 5 customers of a like service, your service is free residual anyway. People ask you about that secretary, because if we can have 100 people for that secretary will answer all calls and then route them.
Wow.
That's what's cool. So remember, you get 2 for 1. You get 2 bangs for 1. You get the voice, the assistant, and all those things in addition to the text marketing. That's what separates us from the other guys out there. That's the big separator. You pay for the service up front, but once you start getting other or more texting, we get super duper 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 aggressive and cheap on the text messages. I've seen them go under a penny per text. If you're doing 10 or 20,000 outgoing or 30 or whatever, they get really aggressive. And other companies, they're still around 3 to 2 cents. I've seen some 4. The reason they get you is because they're using a third party to buy the text. So they double the price so they can still make money, and they get you on the backside. We don't do that because we own the system. There are no middle people. So we can give the break to our clients as they're using more texting. And so if you're making money at it, we want you to keep on spending. Where other people would spend $1,000, we might be charging you $300 a month. I mean, for those big numbers, 20,000 and above, you go to 50,000, you might be spending $400 or something like that. You're still under a penny, where other companies are just really just getting at you. Okay. So
I know a bunch of therapists that would benefit from this.
Yes, sir. And so that alone, that tells you to take advantage of it. Even though if you're not out selling it like we are, still offer it so you get the credit for it. And now you can end up getting the service for free and getting paid monthly when they're using the system. But yes, it definitely helps by staying in contact with your clients and sending them a message. once, twice, 3 times a week, or anytime you want. As long as you're not bugging them to the fact that you're not bringing value, you're now harassing. As long as you're bringing value, people don't care. You text them every day if you're bringing value.
Once a week, it's a reminder and a little advertisement in a text message for your appointments coming up. And by the way, blah, 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 blah. Take advantage of this opportunity. Hit the something button and it'll switch me on to a tab, right?
Yep. If we and Toby can talk to you about the tabs. This is a Vox Direct call, but we do have the links and the tabs that a person, if you wanted to send
the
one.
Link. That's what I meant to say. The
links, yes. We can provide the links.
Yeah, I want them to be able to book their appointments and get all the information, get great coupons or whatever I'm offering at the time, or I don't want to be massage envy. I swear to God, I don't. It's got to be better. It's got to be more.
That's the beauty of it. We'll automate most of this, and we're going to have autoresponders in about a week or so. So it's really automated because you can schedule the times that you send out your messages, as well as get an autoresponder to go out as soon as they opt in, which is going to be here in about a week or so, a little bit longer. But the system they're pretty much automating it for you. And then you're going to be able to look in your back office and say, so-and-so opted in, or they're on my list, and you see your list growing. And then this thing becomes invaluable to you because, again, the one product that people take everywhere they go, the majority of us, is that cell phone. So that's a valuable piece of real estate. That's a valuable piece of property to have and be able to communicate with people. And you have it through this system.
That's an insane commodity.
Yes,
that
it
is
is,
an insane commodity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And those of us that understand it, knowing that this system that we have, this phone and this texting system is just invaluable. Okay, it's just invaluable. So, and I want to be the first to welcome you guys. Get yourself set up. It's very simple. Toby knows how to get you signed up. John and Joel knows how to get you signed up. And let's get back on here. I'll be doing a training call tomorrow, a little bit like this, not quite as thorough, but at 6:00 tomorrow Pacific time. There's a 9:00 Eastern time.
You could send us a message.
Yeah, Joel will let you know. We'll be doing one just like this tomorrow, or Toby, that is.
That's fine.
We'll be doing this tomorrow. Get you some guests, ask some questions, and we keep it very simple, straightforward. But again, you just saw how simple it is to do. And then once we get you set up, Toby, myself.
That's what makes people nervous, though, because it's too simple. Because it's too simple. I love it, though. I swear to you, I love it. When I sit down to chart, sometimes it takes me 20 minutes to do one chart. And it's, people are calling and everything's going on. So why not let the system handle it and the person that's at the front desk?
Yes. And that's the beautiful part. Ironically, Joel called me and I sent a message out to a few people in our group, and I come back and I look up, we get 9 or 10 people on the call, just that fast.
Yeah.
And we sent a few messages out. We just put it in the group.
Toby's on the ball.
That's the beauty of it.
Listen, Toby's on the ball.
Toby's on his job. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. Toby's on his job.
Yes, he is. Toby is very aggressive at working his business, and he's learning how.
But he's aggressive, but he's very cool about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's very subtle. It's very subtle, and I recognize that, and I'm just like, well, I need to do something with this man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. He knows how to follow up in a very subtle way.
Yes, he does.
He knows how.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem with me.
As a matter of fact, all these people you see on the phone, they're very adept and they're committed. Another thing that the company is doing, a lot of people don't know if you ever sold this, they're paying for advertising for anybody who becomes a consultant with us. And if your link is out there, people who click on it will be attached to your link. And that's like free advertising all over Facebook and any other websites that they go to, because we keep popping up. And they're just saying, get out here and market your business. We have all kind of tools to help you do that. So that's a beautiful thing.
That's
No matter
what I need, because I do festivals and stuff, but I need people to, pick up a card, dial the number.
Yes.
That's all I ask. Dial the number, and everything else will fall into place.
And that's what we give you. We give you different ideas.
I love that.
We got vacation ideas. We give away free trips. We give away free hotel discounts. We give away free meals. So we can entice people to call you all day long. And there's just some tools that we use to do it. And if you ever wanted some of those things for free to use, you can ask Toby, get my link and send it over. I mean, we'll let you pick up a vacation trip once a year.
I have 5 clients that I have to go to, and I usually take the train or the Trailways bus. They insist upon it. They pay for it, but getting a hold of me sometimes is not so easy.
With this number, I must say, if I called your 800 number, I might not reach your phone, but your phone and this assistant is going to send it to your text. It's going to send it to your email. Now, if you don't check your text or your email, that's
no. Oh, no, hell. I may have 1,000 emails, but I have 10 text messages, and a couple of them say that's it. Because I found a long time ago that those text messages is what keeps me in
business. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about missing calls anymore then, because your text messages, anybody trying to reach you is going to go boop, right to you. You got 3 ways to check it: your text, your email, and your app on your phone.
Hopefully it's going to go to another person who's going to answer it, and then they're going to contact me, whatever the case may be. Because I do in-home service, all kinds of stuff. So, and I kind of insist upon that. I don't like to miss anybody,
Well, this will be it's a computer, so they're not going to miss what humans will miss. It's a beautiful thing. And in my 2 years of using this, I've seen them upgrade one time, where we had a downtime of about an hour and a half, 2 hours, one time in 2 years. So
really?
That's pretty good, because anything
I
that's electronic.
I would think so.
Yeah, we have a very good track record, and the uptime and the upkeep of what they do gives us a lot of leeway. So we're just looking for our clients to spread the word about loving the service. We're going to ask you for a couple of testimonies and to run with us. And I appreciate you guys for being on the call tonight. Thank you.
You thank Toby.
Well, Toby, you as well. Kenneth and John. Yes, sir. I want to say thank you, guys. Are there any other questions before we get out of here?
Nope.
All right. I want to say God bless all of you. Be safe. Call the person that got you on the phone. Joel, please let me know what happened with John. Toby, let me know what happened with you and Kenneth. God bless you all. I want to say thank you. We'll see you tomorrow night. Bring a guest in that. It's going to be 6,
I'll be there.
9 o'clock. God bless you guys. Thank you.
I'll be there.
Have a good one, Bubba. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.